So, if you or someone you love has just gotten a cancer diagnosis, one of the first things you probably notice is, wow, that's a lot of doctors. It can feel like a total whirlwind, and let me just say that's a completely normal way to feel.
You're probably asking yourself all these questions, right? It's so easy to feel lost in this sea of white coats, just wondering, is anyone even talking to each other? But here's the thing. What looks like chaos is actually a highly coordinated system, and it's all designed to work for you. This whole approach, it's called team-based care. And what I want you to really get from this is the reframe. This isn't confusion, it's a strategy. It means your care is being looked at from every single angle by people who are experts in their specific fields. And all of that makes your care safer, way more precise, and a lot more personal.
Okay, so let's break this down and make sense of it all. We're going to walk through this together. First, we'll talk about why you have a team in the first place. Then we'll figure out who your main point person is, your central coordinator. We'll meet the treatment specialists, talk about the folks who care for the whole you, and then how they all come together to build your unique plan.
All right, first up, why a team? Well, it's pretty simple, actually. Cancer is just complex. It's not just about one organ, it can affect your entire body, your whole sense of well-being. So to fight it right, you need a whole squad of experts for different jobs. You need someone to diagnose it, someone to physically take it out, someone to treat it with medicine, and just as important, people to support you through the whole thing.
So, who's the quarterback here? Who's calling the plays? For most people, that central person, the one you'll probably get to know best, is your medical oncologist. Yeah, think of the medical oncologist as the hub of a wheel. They're the ones who handle treatments that go through your whole body. We're talking chemotherapy, immunotherapy, that kind of thing. They're going to be the ones to explain your diagnosis, map out the order of your treatments, help manage side effects, and they'll stick with you for the long haul. So even if you're getting surgery or radiation, your medical oncologist is the one connecting all those spokes. But your medical oncologist isn't a one-person show. Not at all. They coordinate with other specialists, the ones who deliver these super targeted treatments. These are the doctors who go after the cancer in a very direct, very physical way. And this chart, it breaks down the big three oncologists perfectly. You've got your medical oncologist, using medicine for the whole body. Then there's the surgical oncologist. Their main job? To physically remove tumors with a scalpel. And they're also the ones who get that first tissue sample, the biopsy, that tells you what you're dealing with. Finally, you have the radiation oncologist. They use these incredibly precise, high-energy beams to just zap cancer cells, especially when surgery might not be the right move. So see, 3 different specialists, 3 different toolkits, but all aimed at the exact same goal.
Okay, but treating the cancer itself, that's really only half the battle. Your team also has people whose entire job is to care for you, the whole person. Their focus is on your comfort, your quality of life, and all the other health stuff that's going on while you're in treatment.
Now, I want to talk about one of the most misunderstood parts of the team, palliative care. Let's get this straight right now. Palliative care is not the same as hospice or end-of-life care. Not at all. It's a specialty that's all about providing relief from the symptoms and the stress of a serious illness. The key takeaways here is that they work with your cancer treatment at any stage to help you feel better and manage those tough side effects. And hey, don't forget your family doctor, your primary care physician, or PCP. Just because you have cancer doesn't mean the rest of your health hits the pause button, right? You still have to manage things like blood pressure or diabetes or whatever else you've got going on. Keeping those things in check is absolutely crucial for staying strong enough for your cancer treatment. Your PCP is a huge partner in keeping you stable. All right, now for the part that I think is just incredible. Did you have any idea that there's an entire team of brilliant experts working on your case that you will probably never even meet? They're like this silent foundation that every single treatment decision is built on. Let's spotlight 2 of these behind-the-scenes heroes. First, the pathologist. This is the doctor who actually looks at your tissue sample, your biopsy, under a microscope. They answer the most basic, most important question: what exactly is this thing? Then you have the radiologist. They're the expert who reads all your scans, your CTs, MRIs, PET scans. They answer the next big questions. Where is it, and is the treatment actually working? Seriously, without their answers, your oncologists are flying blind. So how do all these different experts get on the same page? It happens in this amazing meeting called a tumor board. This is literally where your entire team, the pathologist, the radiologist, the surgeon, the medical oncologist, they all get in one room to talk about one thing: you.
The pathologist presents the tissue findings, the radiologist shows the scans. They discuss your health, your goals, they debate the best path forward. So that final treatment plan you get, it's not just one doctor's opinion, it's the combined wisdom of a whole room full of experts, all coming to a single, unified recommendation for you.
So look, it's totally understandable to feel overwhelmed by all the names and faces. I get it. But I hope you can see now that every single person on this team has a very specific and very important job to do. Some are detectives figuring out what it is. Some are mechanics treating it. Some are the support crew helping you through it. They're all pieces of a puzzle, and they all fit together to give you the best care possible.
And that brings me to one last thought, and it's a powerful one. Remember that feeling of being overwhelmed that we talked about at the beginning? What if we flip that on its head? What if that crowd of experts isn't a sign of chaos, but is actually your single greatest weapon in this fight? Because you're not going into this alone. You've got a whole team fighting right there with you.